Is it possible to live sinless perfect? Most Christians are still trapped under bondage, thinking there was no way for them to stop sinning on earth, because they were told that they were sinners saved by grace. What a horrible way to live. Does God have no better plans for you? Does He really just save you from hell without saving you from your sins? Does He want you to be a slave to sin? Absolutely not. John chapter 8, verse 34 says, "If the Son, therefore, shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed." Galatians chapter 5, verse 24, "And they that are Christ's have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts." We don't have to sin at all. We ourselves make our choice to sin. It was Augustine who came up with the Gnostic heresy that we couldn't fight sin, because we were born with a sin nature. I will refute this teaching in another video. Here I am going to address the fact that we indeed can live free from what caused Jesus to die on the cross. Titus chapter 2, verse 11 to 12 tells us what true grace is. "For the grace of God that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men, teaching us that, denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world." We need to consider what is written in Romans chapter 8, verse 10. "And if Christ be in you, the body is death because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness." We need to focus more on Christ. It is absolutely not by works, not by trying harder, but by walking in the Spirit. Galatians chapter 5, verse 16 says, "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." Isaiah chapter 51, verse 1 to 2 says, "Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek the Lord. Look unto the rock whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence ye are digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you, for I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him." That sounds awesome, doesn't it? Plus Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, which says, "Looking unto Jesus the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God." Now I am being careful. I am not saying I have not sinned at all during the last days. It might happen that I become guilty of pride. That's why I often quote Psalm 19 while praying. Yet I am very sure it is possible. We read in Job chapter 1, verse 8. "And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth? A perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God, and escheweth evil." With other words, it sadly is due to a lack of holiness and courage, but indeed not impossible.